if it's politically very difficult to lower the government holding in public sector banks, maybe we can find some other way of achieving the sort of freedom from interference by the bureaucracy, which usually means interference without taking responsibility. Now, you know, the P.J. Nayak committee has made a very sensible suggestion. I don't need to repeat it, but essentially that you retain your majority holding in the public sector banks, but you dump it all into a holding company. You let that holding company be run by a distinguished finance professional, and let the holding company appoint all the chairmen and the executive positions in the public sector banks. So take the finance ministry out of that completely. And I think also you create a level playing field for the for the Reserve Bank in the extent of control it has over private banks versus public banks. I mean, at the moment, the Reserve Bank of India can remove a chief executive of a private sector bank if he feels that he isn't the right man for the job or the right woman for the job. They can't do that for the public sector. And there is no justification, in my view, for an asymmetric control by the Reserve Bank over the entities that it regulates. Now, you know, this has been around for the past several years and nothing has happened. In the book, I mean, I suggest taking a leaf out of Abhijit Banerjee's book, that maybe we should take half the public sector banks and send them down the P.J. Nayak route and let the other half be governed the way they are at present. And 10 years later, see which group of banks does better. I mean, I'm firmly of the view that the finance ministry adds no value at all to the commercial quality of a public sector bank. But the only way of testing this out, I mean, if you simply say, no, get it out completely, there will be innumerable objections. But what I'm suggesting becomes an experiment. Half the banks go down one route, half the banks go down another. It'll take 10 years to work out whether it will make a difference. But as you say, otherwise it's taken 30 years and nothing much has happened. So we need to do something innovative along those lines.